guys, I didn't really want to make this video, but I got back from holiday a couple of days ago, and the last couple of videos that you've seen go up on my channel have been videos that I had pre-filmed and put up when I was on holiday. So when I was away, the video that went up about my boyfriend being in a music video went up, and I have to say I was really gutted at some of the comments that you guys left. I'm not so much talking about the comments that were left about the song, I'm kind of referring to the comments that were just slating my relationship. I don't feel like that was completely necessary by a lot of people. I really appreciate the constructive criticism about the song, and I really appreciate the positive comments, because I was generally just being a supportive girlfriend and wanted to help him kind of share the music that he'd helped produce. What, like I said, I didn't appreciate was people just slating my relationship with my boyfriend. We've been together pretty much a year from next month, so in a couple of weeks we'll have been together a whole year, and I have to say this is the happiest I've ever been in a relationship. And I'm not exaggerating, I'm not making it up, I'm not just saying it to get like people to feel bad about stuff they said. But I don't know if the comments were related to him being white. I don't know if the comments were just the fact that he was in the music industry, but actually he does music as a hobby. He hasn't got a qualification in music, he's completely self-taught. Everything that he has worked on has been something that he's kind of learnt by himself or with the help of friends, and I'm still really proud of the stuff that they produce. But for people to come on there and say, oh, your parents must be so proud of you dating a white boy in the music industry, and oh, he must get up to so much stuff in the evenings with girls late at night filming videos. He spends so much time with me. He doesn't go out late at night. He barely goes out anyway. Like, we both go to work, we both work full time. He works 6 days a week, I work 6 days a week, and for people to just assume that he doesn't have a job and he just, I don't know, does music and spends late night with girls. Yes, he was in a shisha bar smoking shisha, but generally that's what you do when you go to a shisha bar. I was quite surprised at the amount of people that had this stereotype that if you go to a shisha bar and you smoke shisha that you're a certain type of person. I go to shisha bars and I smoke shisha and I attempt blowing smoke rings, and again, I put a picture of that up on Instagram like a couple of years ago, and there was loads of hate on it, and I just didn't understand it. So people need to scrap their stereotype of people that smoke shisha. Successful people and people that have full-time jobs and people that make a lot of money also go to shisha bars and enjoy themselves. People just need to stay out of my relationship. I really wanted to do the vlog. I really wanted to edit my vlog and put it up, but I didn't actually film that much, because after I saw the amount of hate that we got, I just literally thought, well, why am I going to bother putting up a vlog when we're just going to get loads of hate on it? So I really don't want to put up the vlog, and I haven't edited, I haven't even looked at the footage because I was so upset about it. And again, the same thing with the boyfriend tag, it gets requested all the time, but now I'm like, is there any point putting him through crap and putting him through some sort of annihilation from all these subscribers? That, I don't know, I thought people were being really supportive generally, and then that video went up and everyone was just so nasty. Okay, I shouldn't say everyone, sorry, some of you were really supportive and some of you just said, you know what, it's not the greatest song, but you know, well done on working on it. Stuff like that I really didn't have an issue with, and I think the band didn't have an issue with. But where it got personal was people saying, oh, that her parents are so proud of her dating a white boy in the music industry. Oh, look, he thinks he's so cool blowing smoke rings. I'm like, that's generally what people do when they go to shisha bars. I don't know if he been Indian, I don't know if the comments would have been different, and I don't know if people wouldn't have been so nasty, but it just makes me think twice about including him in videos, because I don't want him to be exposed to like nastiness. He just doesn't deserve it. This is the only video I'm going to make about this, because I felt like I needed to say something about people just getting involved in my relationship, because I don't personally think it's anyone's business but mine and his to deal with anything that might come along. I don't generally think about the fact that he's not Indian. It's not something that comes up in our relationship unless we're just joking around, and it's not something that my parents have an issue with. So he has a really great relationship with my parents. He's very respectful to my parents, he's very respectful to our culture. He's a very family orientated person and is very, very loving, very affectionate with my parents, is very respectable in the fact that he still calls them auntie and uncle because it's an Indian thing to do. He started learning random Gujarati words and went on holiday for 2 weeks with him, had the most amazing time, completely looked after me, completely made sure I was okay, introduced me to the whole of his family who were absolutely amazing and absolutely lovely. And like I said, I'd like to show people the footage, but I'm just very, very skeptical to do that because at the end of the day my relationship is my business, and I think if you have followed me for a long time I would have assumed that people would have been really supportive about me being in a happy relationship because they've seen all my date stories, they've seen all my disastrous dates, and they've seen all the kind of crap that I've been through in relationships. I just thought people were going to be quite supportive about it. This isn't related to all the hate on the song because we were kind of expecting some of it and we weren't expecting everything to be positive. This video is probably going to get loads of hate as well, but I just felt the need to say it because guys, like, I just think that was really unnecessary. I think that people that were like putting him down and people were saying he was a stereotype and people that were saying he was a certain type of person because of the industry that he was in, which is absolutely crap, because you're saying that anybody in the music industry is just going to be sleeping around with girls and is going to be working late night and is smoking drugs and stuff like that. He doesn't do stuff like that. He has a full-time job. He comes home. I speak to him every night. It's not something that worries me in my relationship at all. And I know some people were saying, well, she must have an issue with it. I don't have an issue with it. These people have known him for a really long time. These people have been people that have worked with him for a long time. So I wasn't sure what people were getting at when they were surprised that I was being supportive, because it's a production. It's about the music. It's not about anything else. It's about the music. It's about the time and effort that's gone into something that he loves and his band that he works with loves. And I just didn't get that. They don't have the budget of Taylor Swift, they don't have the budget of Kanye West, they can't include sports cars and massive locations because we don't have the budget for that sort of stuff. So I still think they did amazing with what they had, but like I said, this is nothing to do with the song. This is just to do with please don't slate my relationship. Like, I'm really happy. He doesn't give me any reason to be worried about it. He doesn't give me any reason to worry that he is going to be sleeping around with girls late at night. He does all of this stuff on a Sunday afternoon after he does his radio show, and then he basically comes and sees me. So there is no time for him to do any of this. I am going to continue being his girlfriend. I'm going to continue doing what I can because I really care about him. Like I said, we've been together a year and I'm really, really happy, and I just wish people would respect that. I don't think of him as not being the same as me. At the end of the day, he's a human. He's the same as me. Him being non-Indian really doesn't affect our relationship at all because, like I said, he's very respectful to my religion and my culture. When we went on holiday, I went and visited a couple of churches with him because he wanted to go and see them. I went in there, I prayed with him. I respect him, he respects me. It's not something that I think about. And when I go on holiday and take him to India possibly next year, I will want him to come into the temple with me, and he would definitely do it, and he would want to see it, and he'd want to embrace our culture, and he'd want to share it with me. And I just don't think that him being a slightly different skin colour is really any effect on anything. Like I said in one of my videos when I was talking about mental abuse, he doesn't use me for anything, he doesn't treat me badly, he doesn't do anything in past relationships that I've experienced that I would want to not be in anymore. I just want people to realise I'm actually really, really happy. I just feel slightly disappointed that people weren't supportive after everything I'd gone through. But to say this is the only video I'm going to make about this, I'm not going to be negative about this again on my channel, and I wasn't in the mood to film loads of stuff, but I'm really not now, and I'm just going to go and enjoy the rest of my day off. So have a nice day everyone. Really sorry that this is probably not the video that you wanted to see when I got back from my holiday, and I will see you guys when I am ready to do some filming again.